So hi guys. Um, I'm making a new video to talk about my experience last night about going to karaoke. I had a lot of fun. I sang Beyonce, "Sweet Dreams," but I kind of messed it up because I didn't know the words and it wasn't really fit for my voice and stuff. But I had fun because I was just being silly and I wasn't trying to, be Beyonce or anything. I was just being silly and having fun. So, and that's what one of the things I learned about me that I need to learn how to do again is to learn how to have fun, just to loosen up, have some fun, and just to relax, because a lot of times my mind, it constantly runs and it never quiets down, kind of. So I have to, um, I have to remind myself to have fun and enjoy life and things like that. Um, so anyway, the experience that I had when I was at karaoke was that this guy randomly came up to me. Randomly came up to me out of nowhere, and he was like, "I remember you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what, what is this?" I couldn't really hear him at first, and he remembered me from a dating website that I used to be on, and I was like, "Oh wow." And the thing that is strange is that I haven't been on this dating website for like 4 or 5 months, and the reason why I deleted it is because I realized that what do you expect to find on a free dating website? Do you really think you're gonna find a quality on a free dating website? Now, granted, there have been some people who, say they met their husband or their soulmate on a dating website and stuff like that, but the experience I've had, and I started online dating really early in life, and I don't suggest online dating honestly because there's just an element of the social this is this an element, a factor that is taken away when all you do is tip tap, when you just type on the computer and just tip and tap away on the computer, and you don't get to see these people face to face, the people you're talking to, and you don't really get to feel the vibe on them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really recommend online dating for people, but I mean, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But anyway, so he just came up to me and he was like, "I remember you. You have a very unique face, yada yada yada." And I was like, "Whoa, I don't remember this guy at all. I've never met him my entire life. I don't remember speaking to him. Uh, I just don't remember him at all. Remember talking to him at all." And so we talked and talked, and he's into acting and this and that and third and blah blah blah. And see, when guys come up to me, I'm different. Before, in the past, I used to be like, "Oh my gosh, the guys come and talk to me. I feel so special." But now, I'm a little bit cautious when any man comes up and talks to me, because the first thing I want to know is, what do you want? And I literally sometimes ask guys that. I just come out and say, "What do you want?" Because 9 times out of 10 they think that I'm either they think I'm a goody Christian girl, and I'm just like, so naive, I don't know what's going on, and they think that they can quote unquote turn me out, kind of thing. No, boo boo. Or they think, or they just, they're just curious about me and they want to know more about me. But even that, I'm very selective now. And it's very rare for a guy to actually come up and speak to me, but it's more common for a guy to just stand in the background and stare down my face and make little signals and hand gestures and all this crap. The other thing is, I'm not walking up to any guy talking to them. No, if any guy wants to come talk to me, he can come talk to me. So also, I'm a little cautious because, like I said, what does he want? What do you want? I'm not giving you anything. Don't expect anything from me. You might get a smile, and that's about it, if that's the case. But most of the time, guys just want to get in my panties, and that's not going to happen. And it's very sad because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to offer as far as, intelligent conversation goes. But as soon as they see my face, or, just see me, go crazy and start drooling and acting crazy and saying these dumb things and making up this bull crap that they making up these lives that they really don't live sometimes. And that's another thing. When guys come up to me, they need to come honest, and they need to come correct, because I'm not putting up with that crap. I'm not. I have canceled it out. I've cut it out. And I don't think it's cute or funny for a guy to spit game at me. I don't think that's funny. What do you want, and where do you see this going? Because if I feel like I'm going to waste my time talking to a guy, I will literally walk away. And I'm not going to explain why I'm walking away. I'm going to walk away because I don't like wasting my time. And more importantly, if the guy does not have a strong walk with Christ, but he's interested in dating me, the answer is no. Because I'm very serious about my walk with Christ. And I don't have time for games. My walk with Christ is for and foremost in my life. And I don't have time for games anymore. I used to be on the fence like a lot of Christians are today. And I used to be in the middle, lukewarm. And I used to, be like, okay, I'll live for God today, then I'll live for God tomorrow, blah, blah. And back and forth, back and forth. I finally made in my mind that, no, I'm going to serve God all the time. And I'm going to serve God everywhere. Whether I'm in the club or I'm in church, I'm going to praise God. And that's exactly what I do. So any man that wants to be with me needs to accept that about me and needs to be respectful of that. The other thing I learned is that two people, you can't be with someone that you are not compatible with, in the sense that I've tried in the past to date somebody who, claimed that they were spiritual, but in reality, they really just believed in themselves, and it didn't work. I also tried to date, someone who didn't have any, faith at all. It didn't believe in God at all, and that was a disaster, because what it does is that believers can't be with non-believers in a relationship sense, because non-believers can't recognize the love, God's love, that lives inside of the believers. And that's what makes it difficult. So when I was in the past dating this young man who every time I was kind to him, did anything nice for him, he was just so, verbally abusive, and there were some situations where it escalated to physical abuse. And no matter what kind word I said or any kind gesture I did, he would always be like, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. That you're too nice. You're too this. You're trying to possess and control me. Yada yada. All this drama, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just trying to be nice to your ass, and you're talking to me like that. So that's why I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to be with any guy that doesn't have a walk with Christ. I'm sorry. You might be the most finest thing walking, but honey, if you're not living for God, and you don't know God, you're not going to recognize the love that's inside of me. And the love that God put inside of me is great. So, with that said, that was a conclusion for that night. And then, about him, the other thing was that I ran into this girl who was just so fascinated by me. And I thought she was cool at first, but then I was like, uh-oh. She was like, oh, let me get your number. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, I want to hang out with you. So when the club was closed, she came up to me. She was like, where are you going? And I want to hang out with you some more. Oh, don't go home. And then she was like, where do you work at? And I'm like, whoa. I just met you. And that's crazy for you to ask me where I work at, and you want to continue to hang out with me for the rest of the night. And yeah. Anyway, come to find out that she's a lesbian. And I don't. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But you're not gonna try to convert me or change me or anything like that. And that's not gonna happen. Anyway, those were my interesting experiences for last night. And so I hope that I was able to give some of you something to reflect on. Those of you who are a walk of Christ, something to reflect on, so that when you do go out, you'll be aware of these things. And I'll talk about spirits more later on, so that way we can, if there's any questions that you want to ask about that, you can email me to my inbox on my YouTube or on my Facebook. So anyway, I love you guys and be safe. Bye.